EUCIS-LLL is an umbrella organization that gathers 36 European networks acting in the field of all the sectors of education, non-formal education, education of adults, vocational training, and also organizations for students and all the kind of actors of the educational system. Until 2012, EUCIS-LLL was co-organizer of what is now the forum. And of course we want to participate to make it a very important and participative event for the future of education in Europe.
The European Education and Training and Youth Forum is meant to be the annual meeting place between the different actors interested by education and training policies at EU level. The Lifelong Learning Platform took this opportunity to share with you some of the main concerns of civil society organizations. They represent learners, educators, and parents all over Europe, representing all the different sectors of education and training, be it formal, non-formal, or informal. Today, we are revising the ET 2020. We feel it's utterly important that you take on board some of their questions and recommendations.
European cooperation, when it comes to education and training up until 2020, has to be about the public responsibility and public good of education. As it stands now, we're facing a very trying time, and without having that kind of rights-based perspective when it comes to education, we'll never be able to achieve the goals that we've set until 2020.
That the young people don't get access to work, they don't get access to education, they don't get access to be a part of the civil society. And we as an organization, we would like to put the question on access to social justice, to formal education, to lifelong learning, to non-formal and informal education.
Very, very important is the issue of reaching out to people who do not participate in learning, social inclusion, but also more generally inclusion of groups that are disadvantaged and that have not, cannot, would not participate in learning.
As my personal wish, I see an inclusive growth. I think that we need inclusive Europe, more social, providing access and quality education for all people in Europe.
We have rediscovered the phenomena of exclusion also in the so-called rich part of Europe that we were no longer used to see. And I think equity should be a key word in the next years.
One of the strategic objectives in ET 2020 has to do with equity and social cohesion and active citizenship. This is an area that we felt has been not as prioritized over the last few years.
When we're training new people and young people, we have to train in the whole. We have to give them the skills for life as well as the skills for work.
Employability is the right mix of skills between academic and also soft skills training. So I would like them to ask a bigger effort for the validation process.
If you just concentrate on employment, you're missing out on a number of important issues. We know that people who participate in learning are healthier, feel better, have a better social circle, etc. And this is important for disadvantaged groups on the one hand, but also for older people.